Is ya good? Calm down, it's just me. Or better said, it's you or I'm you in 10 years. Ati? Yeah, I live in Germany now. Really? My hair grew? Not silly. This is just a wig, but quite pretty, right? Sasa unavanga makeup? Yes, I put on makeup now, but I started when I was 30 years. What? You are over 30? Get over it. Partner. Yes. So you're like what? You're like a doctor now or what? Not really. Not that. Working on it. How is Germany so? It's quite cool, but there are 5 things I wished I knew before I came here. Yo guys, it's Rosebud and welcome to my channel. Today I want to give you 5 things that I wish I knew about Germany before I came here. That means if you are out there planning to move to Germany, to visit Germany, to, I don't know, just to come here sometime in your future, there are maybe 5 things that you need to know before you come here and there. And without further ado, let's get straight to it. Point number 1. The point number 1 is, and this is the point which I am specifically directing to my fellow Africans, not just Africans, but people maybe from most third world countries that come here with the mentality that Western is always better. Allow me a moment to explain. Yes. What I mean is, not everything that is European or American or I don't know, whatever, is always better. And this point runs from fashion, from food, from every direction of life. Not everything is Western. Just because my coming here, you come with the mentality, oh, the food here is like the best or everything here is like better, and people back home, back in Kenya, they tend to almost worship these westernized stuff. Like they ignore the local designers and the local food factories and manufacturers and the local homemade stuff, and kind of think the ones they get from abroad are better. Nonsense, I would tell you now. Value that Kenyan's stuff that you got from your local tailor, and value that matoke that you get from the factory of I don't know what, and the ananas you get from Dika, what's the factory called? Whatever. But what I'm saying is, the things we have home, they are really good. They are of high quality, especially when we look at the food. It's the fruits, for example, in Kenya, they are like amazing, but you don't really realize and internalize that when you are in Kenya, because you're like, oh, the canned meat from Germany or I don't know what is much better, or the whatever, light fat or the low fat cheese from Austria, or the one from Switzerland is best. No, value that milk from your neighbor or whatever, because that high quality stuff too. Okay, so not everything Western is best. Local stuff is just as good, or sometimes even better. Yes. Point number 2. came here, I wished I knew that money, there is this also mentality that we people coming in Western countries, coming to Germany for example, have, that I would think they think that actually money grows on trees, because you talk to people from somewhere, they're like, but you live in Germany now, you must have money. No, money does not grow in trees. It's not like some apples that I'm on my way to work, I'm like, ooh, 10 euros, 20 euros, ooh, this one is nice, 100 euros. No, Germans have their wealth. They have achieved whatever they have achieved so far because Germans are hard working people. I don't know, it shouldn't come as a surprise, because if you've met Germans, you have definitely noticed that these people work day and night. Nothing which they have came easy. Nothing they have achieved was just put on top of, on their laps or on their hands. They worked hard to achieve every little bit of it. And the thing is, when you come here, don't expect that everything will be laid on your hands too. No, you've got to work even harder to achieve it. You've got to, I don't know, have like 3 jobs and 4, 5 causes going along, so that one day you might have a nice good job and a good home. Because if you don't, you never get it. It's never free of charge. Germans are hardworking people, and to survive here you've got to be even more hardworking. Point number 3 that I've noticed, and I wish I knew back in the days, is that I must admit I'm quite an open person, right? I approach people who have not approached me. I talk to people who might not even talk back to me. I'm quite an open person, and I have a quite open attitude in life. But despite my openness, I must admit it's quite difficult to make German friends. Because maybe it's because they are quite reserved in their nature, but it's quite difficult to make German friends. And at the beginning you might feel like left out or an odd one out if you don't like integrate easily with the Germans. You might end up, or most people actually, I don't know how it is in other countries, but you might end up having more foreign friends than the Germans, even though you live in a country where they are mostly Germans around you. I don't know why it is, but when you get to have 1 or 2 good German friends, they are for life. They really are for life, because they have this loyalty, and I don't know, it's nice when you ever get to make German friends, but you should know it's a little difficult to make German friends. Point number 4. Point number 4, I would say, Point number 4, I would tell you, learn the damn language. If you're planning to come here, or to move here, or I don't know, visit here for a longer period of time, take your time and learn German. Everything here is German. You go to the supermarket, you go to the dentist, you go to the hospital, you go even at the train stations, the whatever, the computer, whatever, which tells you whatever the train is delayed or cancelled, it's in German. So tell me, how are you going to order your cup of coffee? How are you going to understand the destination you want to go if you don't know the language? Just make sure at least you have the Grundstufe before you come here, because it's really difficult to start off without knowing the language. I mean, there are people who survive just knowing English, but I would just advise you, learn the language, show some some effort. At least Germans really do appreciate if someone shows some effort. You don't have to speak like perfect German, but show that you want to learn, you want to know, you are interested. Because if you take your time, you set your mind that you are going to a certain place, is it not just logical, common sense that you have to be interested in what those people do, what those people are, what they speak, what they eat, what they do in their life? I think it is. And yes, please learn the language. Number 5, it will be come with an open mind. Because you are going into a new place, and these people don't share, not necessarily share your beliefs, your traditions, your interests, or whatever it is that you know from your mother country. When you come here, have an open mind. Have an open mind. Don't be judgmental in your thinking, and don't be, let's say, conserved in your way of thinking, because you will need to, first of all, get along with these people, and secondly, you need to integrate somehow. And if you have this closed mind, you never get to open up to anything, you never get to try anything new. You will live in that closed up mind of yours, which says this is what you know, this is what's right, and you're not going to try it differently, which is a very wrong way to go into a new country. And I wished I had those thoughts in mind before I came here. And if anyone is planning, I hope these 5 points could help you. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and check my playlist for more videos. Till next time, ciao!